assuming it does.
I think in D&D we just ignore that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, then any water-breathing spell is kind of just screwed.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that.
Are you guys approaching the Emerald Arrows?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So here there is no one.
No guards.
No guards.
Is there a door? Or is there anything to prevent us from just going down?
Yeah, there is a door. It's a large wooden door that seems to open inwards with 2 panels.
I knock on it.
I look around the door. Is there anything I can see on it? Any keyholes? Any slots someone could open to look through? Any alternate way in?
You don't see any alternate way to get in, but the doorknob feels open.
All right. I knock loudly.
They say, "What's the password?"
24-hour grace period.
Yeah.
Great
Right.
minds think alike.
The door slowly swings open, and there is a mustached gentleman who looks at you like, and he's wearing like a green robe, and he says, "Yes."
We wish to speak with the leader of Emerald Arrows.
He says, "Many people would like to speak to Poisa Gray, but if you're new, I suppose I must honor the code. Follow me." And he turns and struts with his coattails kind of blowing in the breeze of the chamber.
As I follow, I mimic him.
I sneer at his back.
Do I notice anything interesting about the chamber? Any outstanding features?
Yeah, this seems to be the most male-populated region. And you see on the top of a very, it's a small pile, but it seems to be very glittery. And there's also a few like men with magnifying glasses around their eyes that are dropping
Like a monocle?
Yeah, like a monocle. That are dropping different alchemical materials into different vials and things like that. And you see this woman at the top of the pile, and she is listening to a bard play a mandolin nearby.
Oh, my star.
Nice.
And she says, "Leave me. Leave me to my guests." Any of you who know anything can tell right away that she's an Air Genasi.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree.
Can we see through her?
No, but as she, reaches for the goblet that's sitting next to her, her hand kind of moves in this sort of, like, from one place to the next without really being in between, if that makes any sense.
I see what you're saying.
Her movements are very graceful. Her hair is just kind of blowing, like, in place.
It's wispy.
Yeah, she's got the kind of airy quality to her in her movements and her inflection of voice and things like that.
I speak
Just
up again in Primordial. Poison Gray. Darvin Talstag, pleased to meet you.
She holds out her hand to be kissed.
I'm gonna... As much as I want to be polite, I need to hesitate. A name like Poison Gray, just...
Eastburn takes the opportunity then in his hesitation.
All right.
She says, she looks at, wait, who was the one that was going to but didn't?
I didn't get...
Darvin.
Her name's Poison.
Yeah.
I don't...
It's poison.
I try to excuse myself. Just...
You kind of fumble, and Eastburn kind of jumps at the opportunity.
All right.
It's like, I haven't seen a woman in days. And she just nods and smiles and smirks, and a lot of the other men around in the chamber kind of like look away or like grr, like they seem jealous,
All right.
She says, "I
want to offer my hand out to shake.
Yeah.
To shake her hand.
I'm happy to shake her hand, but I'm just... Her name's Poison.
Well, it's Poisa with an
I
A.
don't know.
It's close
Look,
enough, right?
It is.
Well, if I drop dead, just nobody get to second base with
She
us.
says, she says, there's no need to hesitate. I see your hesitation. She pulls back that long kind of coat that she has, and at her hips you see vials of different green poisons, seemingly. And she says, "If I wanted you dead, you'd already be dead."
Okay. I ask her, Poison, what... how did Genasi get trapped here? What are the Emerald Arrows doing here?
She says, "We call ourselves the Emerald Arrows because I am a poison maker, and I was by trade back on Kier. The emerald is the poison, the arrow, the training that we provide here. We used ranged weapons." She says, "The Emerald Arrows did not exist before the prison. Back on Kier, I was a cousin to a princess. I was captured and I make the best of it. I am treated like royalty, but it's more like a slum queen than a queen."
What do the Emerald Arrows do for bartering?
We trade in alchemical materials, potions, and poisons, as well as healing herbs. And we've got gems and gold, although those things don't seem to have value. People still like their shiny things. She suddenly becomes incorporeal, and then reappears behind you guys. In a whoosh.
I tell her, that seems a handy trick, and what keeps you trapped here? I ask her.
She says, "I apologize. Every now and then I do like to flaunt a little bit." And her kind of bosom is like heaving as she says this. And she says, "Although I can travel like this, it can only last so long, and being 1,000 feet plus under the ocean, I would not make it very far before reappearing in straight water.
All right.
But I have explored quite a bit."
Is there anything you can tell us? Have you found anything that could be useful in getting out of here?
She says, "If you help me, I can help you. I know the passages of this prison more than anyone else, for I can travel through walls."
If you can travel through walls, I trail off. Why are you not allied with the Drowning Devils? I ask her.
She seems taken aback by this, caught off guard.
You and they are both led by Genasi, who seem to have the best chances of getting out of here. Why do you two not work together to get out?
She says, "Why don't you make a charisma roll, whoever wants to get that information from her."
Yeah, I'll do that. I need to roll something decent today.
I don't think it's worth me trying.
Am I getting
I
any?
have no charisma.
I'll probably get us killed if I roll.
Primordial?
What's that?
What's the question?
Oh, I said, am I getting any help with talking in Primordial?
Yes, I'll give you a +2.
All right.
Ouch.
Oh my god. Crit failed.
As you ask her this, you don't realize that there's just a booger hanging from your nose.
You'll have to excuse my
I'm not
friend.
able to do anything.
She says, "I'll explain that if you do something for me."
What do you need done?
Anything.
Who's in love over there?
Orin.
Orin's in love.
I facepalm at that.
She says, "That sniveling, dirty Bach. If you can take him out, I'll help you with whatever you want."
I
Mark?
smile ear to ear.
Is that's the head of the Blood Crows, was it?
That's the leader of the Half-Deads.
Yeah, half
dead.
If
So we
could-
got 2 hits on gang leaders.
Oh man. All right.
I like our chance.
I see where
This
this
is
is
getting
going.
better.
But
I see where this is going.
all right.
I think we should excuse ourselves and start formulating a plot.
Yeah, I have.
First,
I have
let's
ideas.
speak to the Blood Crows before we start anything. But I think.
I have an idea.
I think we're all thinking the same thing.
If we can go
Alright,
through walls
alright.
and-
Well, let's discuss a little further as we walk towards the Blood
Yeah.
Crows. But yeah, I think we should try to see if we can't pin the Blood Crows against the Half-Deads.
Mm-hmm.
That would be very helpful. That would be very helpful. The blood.
Well, we come to the where is Org right now? The leader of the Blood Crows.
He seems to have retired to his chambers for the night, which would be back in his respective antechamber. Yes.
Okay. So let's go interrupt him from his sleep. We should have our most charismatic person leading that one.
Not me.
Well, what's the plan before we go in there and wake him up?
Well, I mean, what more do we need to know? Like,
The Emerald Arrows. Poisa said she wanted us to kill the half-dead leader,
Yeah.
yeah.
and the Water Genasi wanted us to kill the.
No, the
The Water Genasi wanted us to kill the.
we're in
Blood
Flush.
leader. And if we can get through walls or find the right tunnels and breathe underwater, I think we're out of here.
Yeah,
Ultimately,
for sure.
if we could get both of them on our side,
Yes,
couldn't she
We
push
were
us
out.
through the wall and he just makes us breathe underwater?
exactly.
Right.
We need to get them together. We don't want one or the other. We want both.
We can get them together, but I need some alone time with Poisa first.
Hey! I kissed her hand. I got first dibs.
All right.
hey,
fine.
my element is acid. That's very similar to poison. I think I've got good resistances.
Black Dragon.
The short black dragon.
I'm still black.
Dwarf, I mean, probably equal chances.
Oh boy.
Okay, so
Anyways.
what are you guys doing?
Who's outside the
We
tunnel?
gotta pin the Blood Crows on the half-deads. We need to make that happen. Or
Yeah.
we need to find something to make this so.
Okay, you guys are at 6
We
hours.
We could say that we found the bodies in the sewer, and then we can blame it on the Blood Crows. But we need to
something
find
of the
some
Blood
evidence
Crows.
for that.
You're
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Look for
maybe if we
a
find-
sword or a shield. Some kind of battle weaponry.
A dagger, something small. Perfect. I think that's a good plan.
Or if we could see, like, at least just pick out, like if one of the Blood Crows carries sort of a distinctive weapon or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, something would be recognizable. Say that the wounds on the bodies were from that type of weapon and process of elimination.
I'm asking Oren now. How good are you at taking what isn't yours?
I have a sleight of hand of +4. Tornado is kind of like a ninja-ish, I guess.
Okay.
No, I'm a thief.
Oren. Yeah, Oren. How good are you at taking what isn't yours, though?
If I don't have it, I can get it.
If you don't have it, I can get it. Proficient or an expert?
Definitely expert.
All right,
Okay.
we go with Orin.
Okay, wait.
Oren, I will help you if we can find something, but I'll let you take point on that.
Let's just let's not do that this session. Let's start making
Okay.
moves next session.
Fair enough. I think we have a plan.
Okay.
I mean, should we still talk to
Yeah, let's
Orc?
talk to the Blood Crows. We have
Yeah.
like 10 minutes.
So what's outside the tunnel?
A half elf. He leads you in. He's wearing the Blood Crow's uniform, and he takes you and knocks on the door of the leader, Erg. Erg, you hear from behind the doors, like, and then like a stumble, a crash, and then he opens the door, and he's like in his kind of pajamas, but it's this guy right here.
Oh, whoa!
What color do I notice his pajamas?
Is that a human
They're
or
they're the plaid. They're the plaid like the kilt, but they're
Okay.
pajamas. And actually,
All dwarf.
let's see. Eastburn, can you make a history roll?
Uh-oh. 8.
Okay.
Wait, he has doubles. Can you roll again?
It's not Yahtzee. Yeah. Okay. So he stinks of ale, and he says, "What is it? More recruits? Seems we get new ones every day wanting to be with us now that we've got the main room."
I speak to him in Dwarvish. We're in our grace period. Your right hand, Sorcho.
Sorcho.
He introduced us to the Blood Crows, so we thought we'd ask around.
Yeah, you actually see Sorcho. He is in the main room, and he is, eating a big slab of meat with his like white, pearly fangs. And he looks up at you, nods, and then goes back to his meal. Erg kind of takes that as a sign that, yeah, okay, these guys are cool. And he says, well, you did kill 3 of my men. I guess it was 4. this morning, but I guess we need replacing them then. He says, what can I do for you, really? And he's saying this to Eastburn in Dwarvish.
Well, I reply, right now we've sort of just been taking the survey of what services you might offer if we were to help you out.
He says, well, besides having the most loot out of anyone else, the main access point to all the other places, that's one thing for sure. The other gangs need to barter to pass through our main chamber without getting in a fight. But we also offer other things. Training. You see, before this, I was what you say a dwarven lord. I rose to power and strength by military wisdom. I used to be a good man, but that's changed since I've been down here. My wife and children were killed when the portal opened and we were outnumbered. Now, all I care about is getting as much loot as I can get for myself. People tell me to enter the Aquaseum, but you know what? I kind of like it down here.
Fair enough.
He says that last part in common.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that at least.
Yeah.
All right. What kinds of training do you offer? And I ask him, what I really want is a way out. Advice on tunnels or passageways or anything you may know.
He says, tunnels? Passageways? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe him. Can I
roll insight on that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Seems on the level.
Finally.
Darvin gets the sense that he is being truthful in the fact that he does not care about getting out. It seems as if he has taken the power that he's gained in the prison as the end-all be-all, but that he might not be giving the whole truth about the whole passageways thing.
Okay.
So he does know something.
I tell him, are you sure you don't know anything about any passageways or guard tunnels?
He says, you want to know something? You gotta prove yourself. You gotta join the gang. Commit to us, and then we'll take it from there. He says, good night. He closed the door, and he goes back to bed.
Rough.
We need to make sure we pickpocket some before we get out.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, are we alone at this point? Did the escort leave as he was
Hey.
talking to us?
We've got yeah.
The escort left, but Scorcho is still, keeping his eye on you.
Well,
But he's in the main
you can
chamber, isn't he?
distract him and provide cover for Orin. I'm trying to help him out to find something of value or.
Why
I
don't
will-
everyone make a investigation check, or actually a perception or investigation.
All right, I'll roll perception because I'm better at that.
I was
I
about to say
critted
that.
my perception.
Okay, so
Wow, Paul.
Darvin, Tallstag, after kind of peckering the Erg and, questioning him more than he was willing, he notices right before Erg closed the door that there was a tiny figurine of silver about the size of a hand on Erg's main dresser inside the room.
Inside.
And it was very particular, and it looked like it was. Why don't you make a religion check?
All right, let's see how this goes. Oh,
Okay, you're not sure what it was, but it seemed to be of importance and unique.
all right,
So,
all right.
with
Well, I mean, we're looking more for something like a weapon of some sort.
Hey, that could work though. A dropped item that pins it on their leader. That could work.
You wouldn't have a figurine in combat, though.
If it's important and you carry it on your person, that's
it was
good enough to get gangs at
But
each other.
do most people know that he carries that figurine? Because if they don't, then it's pointless.
Look, enough people would. I think this is. Does anyone else know anything? I asked the other people if they've.
I will go over to Scorcho and ask him about the figurine
Ooh.
in Draconic.
okay, the short Tarnak saunters
Yeah.
over to the Sorcho, invested in his meal. His white scales are kind of glowing in the soft candlelight, and he
Can I
looks.
use my investigation check from before?
This would be a charisma-based check. So this would be what would it be? Persuasion? Is there what would it be?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
persuasion.
There was a persuasion.
Persuasion, yeah.
Wow, there's no bonuses to that one, so let's
There's
hope
a
for luck.
deception one too. I'm not sure if that.
It wouldn't be deception on that.
I'll give you.
Alright.
I'll give you. I'll give you advantage. Well, 15. Well, I'll give you advantage since you're speaking in Draconic. So go ahead and roll one more.
But that's
Well, I'll take the 15.
Okay. So he. What do you say? Let's see what you say.
I noticed a bit. What did you say the figurine was made of? Well, what is who noticed it?
I did. I speak Draconic too. Darvin.
Well,
I describe it to you.
all right. But what is it? Is it golden or silver?
Silver. He says, right?
Well, I'm going to ask him about the silver figurine that was on Org's dresser. What is the purpose of it?
He says, "Oh, that thing. Well, this is in Draconic, so it would sound like." And he says, "That thing. That's a statue of Tyr, the god of war. Our master Urg takes that everywhere.
Isn't he worried that it'll get dented or broken?
It's a good luck charm.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think it's a load of crap." And then he goes back to eating.
All right.
All right.
I bid him good night.
All right, and with that,
Oh,
I'll
what
probably
can we
bid
do?
all of you good night too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That was
That was
a
a-
nice session.
That's fun.
That was fun.
Well, never mind. I was gonna say, should we pitch camp? But I mean, I don't really trust.
We'll
Trust
figure
that
it
common
out.
area.
First off, how many hours has it been? 6 hours?
7 now.
Or 7?
7 hours.
So should we just agree to take like a long rest now?
Well, How
No,
about
let's
we go
do a
down
long
into
rest
the-
after the. Yeah.
we could take a long rest in the sewers where it's more secluded.
Or we can explore the sewers for a bit, see if we find anything useful.
Or I don't. We can just like discuss this offline and decide if we
Yeah.
want to plan anything. Cause like sleeping might be detrimental to us.
Yeah, we'll discuss.
Right,
We
yeah,
have
that's
some
the thing.
time constraint
We'll just-
plans.
We'll meet outside here and we'll discuss offline, and
Yeah.
good to go.
How about we? All right. We'll chat on the forum then. We'll set up a
Very good.
little planning topic.
So thanks for playing, guide. We'll be in touch about next session.
All right.
All
Have a good night.
Before we close up, do we have XP for this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let me pull
Not
it up.
much.
Yes. XP.
I do have a question though. Aside from battle XP, which is obvious, I mean, is XP awarded for things like interrogations and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's XP for a lot of different things. You know,
Okay.
skill like
Quest XP, roleplay XP,
Yeah.
battle XP. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So what I will say is that let's see.
Seems like we were getting a swing of it after a bit, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm still fairly new to all this. This is the first time that I've ever played as a player, so I was just getting a feel for it.
Okay, so you guys have 120 XP.
What?
Sweet.
Just in case it does come up, though, Tarnak really isn't a talkative dragon. So in case you guys are like, how come you're not speaking more? You don't have to be shy. That's just he's not very talkative.
Mhm.
I wasn't.
My guy, just you don't want him to talk. No.
Sorry. How much XP did we get?
100,
120.
120.
120.
Yep.
Actually, as we're leaving the Bloodraven, the Bloodcrow area,
Mhm.
I actually am lagging behind, so I haven't technically
Oh,
left yet.
that's my fault. I thought you just were. Okay, go ahead.
Because we
Yeah,
we
gotta
did all
think something.
we did all find out about the statuette, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wanted to make sure that-
me and Darvin explained it after
It's a
we
statue
grew
of
up.
Tyr.
All right.
You think of taking something? We can always.
Did Orin want to go try to steal it real quick?
I do. I mean, it doesn't have to be now, but I do intend on trying to get it.
Right,
Okay.
right. I think we were gonna.
No,
handle
we
those
can do
roles
it now
after.
and leave it like as a cliffhanger.
Sure. I
Then
have
if-
no problem with it. I don't know about everyone else. I can stay for a little bit more.
Okay. Warren, if you're gonna go, my plan was to help you with your grabbing.
So
I have some.
the door, is there a...
Well, okay, hold on. Is that okay with everyone or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we can do that. We can roll that. We can play that out real quick if you want to.
Oh,
That's
shoot.
okay.
You know what? Actually, I don't have the thing I need to make that happen. So let's talk about it for next time.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We'll just
we'll
figure
say-
out a strategy in the thread then.
We'll say that you guys are still like in this chamber. Why don't you go in between the blood crows and the main area, like the chamber in between? That way,
Okay.
we know that you're kind of deciding whether you're going to go for that or come back into the main area
Perfect.
for now. All right.
All right.
So 120 XP. I thought that we were going to get much farther than that, but that was really good role play, so it was great. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
You had a lot of
sure.
backstory
fun.
for
It
all
was
the
good. It was
characters.
fun.
Like, I felt like there was a lot. There wasn't any, on rails. It felt like a lot of freedom to do what we felt like doing,
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I try to make happen. So
which is fun. But then it's tough to, I think, to keep us on a timetable when it's so open and we want to we want to explore and figure out what's going on.
right. Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's
yeah.
one of the things I do with every.
There's no like timetable where I'm like you have to get this done by then. So there's no restriction. So
Yeah, the 24-hour thing is going to keep us on our toes. Like we have a time to
You can't
maybe
just
set up-
like explore everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Although we're still doing pretty good on that time as
Yeah,
far as the
that's
24
true.
hours goes.
Yeah. All right.
all right, guys.
Well, everyone will chat with you on the forum, and
All right. Well, good night, guys.
all right, later,
good
everyone.
night, everyone.
See you next time.
Yeah, have
Peace
a good
out.
one.